Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Border Nexus. This is episode 26.5. For anyone who was here last session, or for anyone who watches these videos in the future and notices that from episode 26 there was a abrupt break with no warning, our internet crashed. And just
everyone died.
The game was over. We're actually starting a new one in an alternate universe where we're all alive again.
Yes. Yeah. For context, we attempted to summon Tiamat, and then the game ended.
It just didn't work. Sometimes this happens. I stuck a bag inside of another bag, and now we're here.
Someone did a backwards long jump, and
we backwards long jumped out of a universe, and we're here now. So we're resetting.
Don't worry, we're all good. Luckily, it takes place exactly where that episode left off. What a coinky dink.
Crazy. Everyone's just inverse colors.
We're not going to touch too much on what happened last session for the most part. Go watch it. This is still part of episode 26, so it doesn't really need explaining in this episode. We just got a few new items. We'll be dispersing those to their rightful owners soon enough. We talked to Durnavir, and we talked to the Dark Elf, and then I believe we were going to talk. Well, at least Thaddeus was going to talk to Small Diode.
Little Diode.
DM, it's all you.
Yeah, you guys are still in the capital with all the rubble and shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Pop off, King.
What?
You've got Little Diode.
Oh,
she's still there.
Oh, we're just going right. Okay.
You're goddamn right.
All right. So Thaddeus was, talk to her. We're like, Is this your new form?
No.
Oh, cool. Will you be acquiring one at some point?
Yeah.
Cool. Do keep me noted when you do.
No.
I'm gonna call you Ino.
Okay.
I'm not calling you Mini Melanie.
Understood.
Don't go causing problems.
You won't know if it's me.
See, now I feel like if I find any problems, it's you. So...
Kind of stares at you like glassy-eyed. Know how like a gecko looks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like angry or anything, just fucking looking.
There's not a thought going on inside that head.
It's completely empty. He's gonna just move her around, I guess. Since I don't know if she has any fucking functioning brain mechanisms. Just feels like she's an empty shell. He's gonna bring her over to the rest of the godless, and I assume Durnavir's still with them.
Right.
Cool. And when he gets over there, he's gonna hand the black... Is it black or white apron?
The white apron.
The white apron. He's gonna hand the white blood apron to Dakif. Like, you'll probably want this.
Oh, yeah, it's covered in blood.
It's your entire character.
Like, it kind of, like, glances at it, tries it on.
It does not fit. But you could probably have it like a cool shoulder cape.
Maybe you can wrap it around your arm.
It's gonna be a bib. Yeah, he just kind of, like, puts it in his bag for now.
I
Ready?
don't know, is that all the things we had off the top of our heads? What I believe we get like the majority of it done last session. Or last half session. Quarter session.
Yeah.
Let's see. Me checking the bod. Me checking. But no.
I mean, I don't recall you discussing any more plans.
I don't think I had any more other than talking to, I know.
Since everyone's here, Dak's gonna kind of go, I think maybe we should go and figure out what's going on in Arunia.
I was gonna try and figure out. We'll find a variant, we can at least get some idea. We should talk to him.
My vision, it's got me concerned, so.
No, of course.
True, but
That's why we should talk to him.
But as if whether or not we want to make that a more immediate thing, I believe we all still need to recover and now deal with it. Gotta go bring him back. Take care of these two. Find Taz.
I think his threat is rather immediate. No offense.
Yeah, I mean, he's aligned with Ruby.
We can keep them safe. We can do that. We can maybe wait like a week, I'd say, if we want to take our time here. If nothing more happens here, we give it a week, and then we go to Arunia, fucking find him. I don't know what y'all want to do. We need to work with these people. You need to talk to your new friend. We need to also figure out what the hell's all these items do.
Yeah,
it's kind of like important for that we get all of our eggs in a row first.
Which is true. We also need to get all the Alderanians back. Yeah, safe off the battlefield. Granted, it's no longer
we have to get them back to Crotavir. Pendragosa will survive, but I may stop by a couple times to make sure he's recovering fine. Admittedly.
Good idea. What happened to him?
Drax Center took a fucking bite out of him is what happened to him.
Jesus, I thought he was indestructible.
Clearly, we overestimated that.
I mean, I don't think so.
He seems very invincible.
I can say he is fireproof. That is the biggest compliment I can give that man. He is not indestructible. Not when teeth, claw, and tail come into perspective.
Yeah, I guess that's true. How's our little friend holding up here? He's like pointing at Dernavir.
Our baby boy. Yeah. Okay, kid's doing all right. I'm gonna get you a proper meal. We're gonna stop you off somewhere that's actually like a home. Melanie kind of like considers for a bit.
Yeah, Dakith is like contemplating where a home would be.
yeah, exactly.
Right now, we don't know a lot about a lot of what's going on, so
no, we don't.
To put him anywhere other than
no, I'm gonna bring him to your kingdom. Obviously, that's the only safe place I know.
It's just a refuge for at least for the time being.
Yeah, we've dealt with everything there. The only issue is the pit, and that shit's so deep I don't think anything could come out.
Fuck it, I don't know why it reminds me of the... What's that? It's a hole.
Dakith's gonna be like, I think I need to speak to Pendragosa.
You can. He's not in a good state for talking, but...
Maybe we can get some information about what's going on with the variant. Maybe he knows something.
I asked him. He had no fucking clue. The best he gave me was that it felt like a fight between Like, if that is his power, which we're almost certain of, that it's between him and the Queen, and God knows why or how, but he's doing that.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, we do have other people we could ask. I mean, who we got? Sadly, we clearly can't ask. I don't think we could ask the other three, but I mean, maybe Big B knows something. It is now coming into sharp perspective how little friends we have.
Yeah, it's very
I don't think. I mean,
very limited on the friend side.
I think it's more that there's very little friends to make. We've made plenty of allies. Don't downplay that. We have plenty of friends, and like Melody will like put like a hand on like Durnavir's like head, and give his like give him head scritches.
Has anyone brought him his cabbage yet?
Yeah, they brought in his
I
fucking
assume
veggies.
someone had.
Yeah, by now there's cabbages present.
I assume he would probably just be like eating his cabbage while we talk.
Screw the war. There are more important matters. Veggies.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
man.
Yes. Anyway,
What time of day is it, Kevin?
yeah. What time is
It is like afternoon.
Afternoon.
You guys did do a literal blitzkrieg.
it? Yeah, we did an entire blitzkrieg.
Hey,
so
we do like doing a blitzkrieg. Yeah, well, I guess. I mean, if we've talked about the things we need to talk about, I guess we can start in them. If we have the information, we can grasp from the curve people. You know what I mean? I think we first get our ducks.
I think the next goal after, because like, what have the soldiers been busy doing things, or have they been like recovering over the past?
Recovering and clearing up rubble.
Okay, yeah, they've been clearing up the rubble. Yeah,
they're no longer-
essentially just making way for the capital.
Yeah, they're no longer. At this point, I assume they are no longer our soldiers as much as they are just now workers putting together
They're just
Pendragosa's new
workers now.
capital.
Yeah, they're just workers. Yeah. Admittedly, that's just kind of how hobgoblins are. They switch from roles at literally the drop of a hat. Like whenever they're needed.
So we probably want to grab Eno, Durnavir. I guess Calavax now.
I think we take Durnavir, we take the Alderaanians, and we can tell Pendragosa that we're heading back to Crotavir.
Yeah.
Genuinely. I think that's it, and then we're just gonna take them back.
Yeah, I mean, it seeseems like
I think that's the plan.
it feels like the most appropriate course of action, given that we now are in a state of we don't know anything anymore. Now we've
done the action we can, and now we need info like immediately.
Yeah.
now we either need info or just other things in general.
We need info, or we need to begin preparing.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, what's your first step?
After telling them where we're going, we're gonna go back to Crotavir with all.
Maybe we should rest first.
Well, we can. We can rest here first. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we should sleep.
You have earned your year.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
We've earned our year.
Are we doing that this session or?
You can do the preparations for it this session.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
We're doing some of it this session.
All right. Well then, assuming that we rest.
Your moment.
Assuming that we rest.
Game of Thrones moment.
Game of Thrones moment. Assuming that we rest and take ourselves back. How long would you say in world it takes us to get back to Crotavir?
Well,
Yeah,
like probably a day at most.
A day at most.
Yeah, it
Cool.
probably wouldn't be. I mean, we're literally.
I know
We
we're
are
not
at
that
like,
far
the
away.
closest part of bordering Crotavir
Yeah.
in the entirety of this country.
I didn't think it was going to take long at all, but I kind of wanted to know.
Yeah, exactly. 364 days.
I mean, Calisix is coming with us too, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he wasn't with Ruby, actually.
Yeah, no,
That is
Ruby
fair.
fucking left that motherfucker behind.
Ruby
Yeah, because
left-
he
Ruby
chose
left
a
his
new
ass.
second in command.
Yeah.
Ruby left his ass. Yeah,
Fucking
that's
Bavarian.
That's the scary thing.
part.
Yeah, is presumably that's a Varian. Is the scary part.
And I just want to say it. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck a
Yeah, like from our perspective, that's presumably what just happened, and we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. We're gonna start trusting your visions now. I trust your
Yeah,
visions.
we're using our visions to actually like.
I'm gonna use your
now.
your vague future visions to our advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
So, all right. So we go to Pendragosa, tell him grab the Alderaanians. So now we have the Alderaanians back, and we have Durnavir.
And our 2 dragons.
I know,
yes.
and Kalzax. So 2.5 dragons.
2.5. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
wow,
She,
fuck you.
well, she
But
isn't.
he is.
She isn't really capable yet. And until
Yeah.
she assumes a new form, she's kind of like in the in between of being a person.
Well, I was talking about Kalzax
Oh, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
because he's actually a half dragon, so 2.5 dragons.
Hmm.
Men.
Based, yes.
Hold on, let me get my regular sheets
Yeah.
out.
I was gonna ask because Melanie is gonna recommend that, like, before you get into overviewing like your kingly things, be like,
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
recommend
Go ahead.
sealing up the hole.
Actually, that is a part. There is a part of that, and I
Okay,
posit
that
Bigby
you
can.
already thought about.
Oh
Okay,
yes,
good.
absolutely. It was gonna be pretty weird to be a
Melody is
king.
like, you either need to make use of that or you need to close.
Like, how
that.
can I explain that to anyone that walks in there? Like, my lord, what's this? It's a hall.
It's a
Any
hole.
more questions? And this is all of us. So first, I would think, assuming we get back, Thaddeus, and I assume he brings the rest of the godless with him when he goes. He's gonna head to the castle and call upon Bigby.
Yes.
Mhm.
Big B moment.
Yeah, Bigby, you can probably.
Bigby is ever present,
Yes.
Bigby,
sir.
with the extent of your powers, how do you think we can go about getting the rest of our people back? Do you even know if they're alive?
Unfortunately, sir. With the exception of the one you saved, they are gone.
Ooh. So the Alderaanians are the new crew. Fuck.
No.
Well, that actually makes things a lot easier for step 2. That is a shame.
Indeed.
Do you mind doing something for me real quick?
Of course not.
In this giant hole, there are the dead bodies of like 6 individuals. Can you check to see if they're still down there?
You see him like kind of like fall into the brick and then rise back again. They are.
Brilliant. We're gonna need to move them out of there, that's for sure.
Unfortunately, I cannot move one of them.
Is it the king?
It is.
That's a pain.
Are others able to move him or no?
Yes. I can transport the other ones.
Brilliant.
That one I
Brilliant.
cannot touch.
Okay.
That gets kind of goes why specifically him you can't move.
Melody like looks at Dakin like he's stupid for like a second.
I mean, he doesn't care.
I
He just
second
wants to
that
fucking know.
A bit too divine.
Ooh,
It repels my touch.
that does make sense.
This is fair.
Could you bring me down there?
Of course. And you see him kind of extend his hand out.
I grab it.
Roll a wisdom save.
Yeah, man. Wisdom saves. My favorite.
Interesting. As you kind of fall into the shadow with him, the darkness covers you, and it's fucking cold. Much colder than whatever your blood or scales could bypass. And as you come out of the shadow, you are stunned out of fear
Nice.
for a minute. and then you retain your senses, standing at the same drop that you did before with the corpses still present.
That's fair. Thaddeus is gonna go, and the body's just a mangled mess, right?
Yeah.
Is there any part of the body that's still physically intact?
The skull.
The skull.
Correct.
Okay. How do we go about doing this? He's gonna... I'm assuming even if I carry it, you probably can't transport me with it.
Correct.
I can't make my way up, that's for sure. Alright. Would you be able to kind of, on my side, negotiate with Pendragosa on my behalf, bringing as a trade to bring over some of his artisans?
Perform some sort of lift.
Correct. A lift and a door, in a way, to keep this hole hidden and to act as a way down.
I see. And he does, Are you going back to the top with him?
I would like to go back to the top.
Okay. As he bounces you back to the top. Go ahead and roll another wisdom save.
Yeah, that's fair. Damn! Fuck you!
You pass out
That's fair.
upon coming to the top.
Melody just fucking like, just like
Two
stares.
ones,
Like,
damn you!
okay.
He's like
Wait,
eyes wide open, unconscious on the ground.
Okay. Let me check. I was gonna say, does this count as paralyzed? Is one of the conditions?
No,
I guess.
just unconscious.
He's just unconscious. Okay.
Someone just kick me.
That does not work then. Okay. I was gonna lesser restoration to get rid of the effect, but I can't.
Jesus.
You could probably just kick me.
Yeah, that guy is gonna walk up and like.
Does Bigby
slap him.
say anything?
No, Biggie vanishes immediately.
Oh, based. Okay.
You see Thaddeus pop out of the shadows, you don't even see him.
Okay. Yeah. Melanie is gonna try to help Dag and fucking wake him up.
Yeah, Daggett is just like on top of him, doing the thing where he's like slapping him in the face with both hands.
As you were shaken awake, man, you had a wacky dream about being an angel in service of a deity.
I
Based.
eat my ass.
Suck my dick. Dude.
These damn dreams. First he has one about fighting frogs, and now this.
Fighting
Sure.
Only Kevin will get that.
No, I get it.
Oh, do you?
He's told me about it.
Oh, happy.
I have.
Nice. Thaddeus is gonna look at them and be like, so he's gonna go contact Pendragosa and see if we can get some of their artisans over here to help rebuild the country a bit, and also build a lift and a door to cover that shit. So
Okay.
that is being
Okay,
dealt
good.
with. Sadly, we have lost an insane number of our workforce with my people now being gone. So
We also don't have god powers to meld stone. I think that's also a very big issue.
yeah. So it's gonna be built from the ground up again. Because the castle is destroyed, right?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the lower floors of it are intact. Aside from the hole being punched through it.
Yeah, aside from the one hole in
The
the
giant
room.
hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll all be things that need to be taken care of over this, because I assume this won't be an immediate thing. This will probably be something that Cordovier being progressively rebuilt over the course of a year as a passive thing.
Correct.
So just having that getting started is a good start to things. Since he's doing that, while he's doing that, Thaddeus will go out. I assume Rudy is still somewhere nearby, within earshot. Rudy's gonna, or Thaddeus is gonna tell Rudy, go grab the citizens, the Alderadians, as they are what we have left.
Alrighty. And you see her bounce into the air flying.
Yeah, that's the, yeah. Notably, my family's also fucking dead, right? It's kind of the point he was making.
Yeah, maybe.
He said that everyone else was dead.
He said it, they just, you know. He said enough to assume such.
Mm-hmm.
At least the paper boy's dead.
Yeah, fucking thank God. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying.
Extra dead.
Super giga dead. Watch him be the last one alive.
I would call upon all forces to fucking smite that motherfucker. No, I wouldn't even give him that death. It would be a slow death.
Send him to hell.
And then whenever they get back, whenever more of the Iranians get together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As they are coalescing on your country.
Brilliant. Thaddeus will walk outside to, like, the stairs type area, because there are stairs leading up to the castle, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. He's gonna, like, take a stance above them. He's gonna go, Alderanians, I thank you for your quick arrival to and gathering before me. And I apologize, and I'm sorry for any of the loss that you have had while we were away and during the war. You have my sympathies.
You take them all. You hear them all, or not hear, but you see them all have like a solemn recollection.
Yeah.
And notably, you hear harp strings. Quiet.
I look around. Do I see anything?
No, but clearly everyone else is hearing it too because they're looking around as well.
Fuck
Does Dak hear it too? I mean,
Yep.
Yeah, obviously. Okay. Dak is gonna like look to Melanie and Thaddeus. Seems like the fucker returns.
Keep an eye out for him.
Gods.
But Thaddeus is gonna turn back. Keaton's gonna be on watch about that now. Definitely should be. He's gonna continue. He's gonna go, I am now quite familiar with loss. I'd like to make you all a promise. As this country's new king, I would like to make a promise to you all to do my best to keep us from experiencing loss yet again. I'm not sure about what your standings are on gods, but know that I do not accept them. I have no taste or favor for gods. And from this moment forward, neither shall this country. You can continue in your own private manners, worshipping who you see fit. But do not bring the matter of gods up to me. Do not mention it in my presence. I do not want to hear the words uttered. Because in this country, we are no longer going to rely on the gods to answer our problems for us. I, and for the time being, while they are at my side, the people around me, and he's going to motion to the ones immediately surrounding him, which should be, Melanie, Dakif, Kalzax, Rudia.
Well, Rudia's already doing, like, she's gone, but...
Yes. We'll answer threats as they come. We will not abandon you like gods have in this country before. And I hope that in this home, your new home, you will come to feel safe for the first time. Should any of you have any objections, I wish you to speak them now.
See a lot of them kind of like clasp like pendants or like necklaces or whatever, like religious icons.
Mhm.
And a couple of them discard theirs.
Um,
And discard what look like flower-shaped pendants on the ground.
Their queen was still alive last time, that, to my knowledge, right?
Correct.
Correct.
yes, she is the queen now, but she's technically like the princess. She's not of age yet, right? Out of game. Yeah.
Well, that and her power means ultimately nothing in this world, as far as a political standing, but...
Yeah, for right now at least, yeah. It's her... It may come up as an issue, admittedly.
It is going to be a while we rebuild.
Mhm.
I am contacting our new ally, Pendragosa, and his people, his artisans. Over the course of the next year, we'll need to work together to rebuild this country stronger than it was before. I would like to take all the knowledge that you have, and the knowledge that his artisans have, and make us all stronger with it. And we are no longer Crotavir. I will not give a god the satisfaction of using their name in our new title. From now on, this is Bitbez, of the country Deos Bitbez. To live without gods. It'll be a little while before I can come and answer each of your questions, your grievances personally, but I do wish that in the coming months and days, should you have any, you will come to speak to me and my advisors about them.
You can see the doc in the audience. Kind of throw up a hand and go, Deo Bits Bets.
Deus
Then-
Bitbez.
A few others follow suit.
Now do all take your leave. Rest. It has been a while since you've been able to. Let us worry about the hardships for the moment. Take some time to get your thoughts together. Then, when you see fit, if you have questions, do come ask. And he will disperse them.
As they scatter.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I assume until the buildings are back that we have like temporary shelters for everyone to sleep in, so everyone at least has like a bed.
To my knowledge, not all the houses had been destroyed, right?
No, not all of them.
Oh, then they can just use. Okay, then
Yeah.
they can use them at their leisure.
Because
That works.
there are not a lot of Alderidians as a whole, to my knowledge. And so now our population has, I would assume, decreased.
With the
elves being
that
gone now?
died, I think there's only like 50, right?
You're probably looking at about like 70 people.
70, yeah. Okay.
And what are
So
they now
50
comprised
so
of?
50 was in the ballpark.
Yeah.
They're comprised of dwarves and what else? Because I know there were dwarves.
Dwarves, halflings, and humans.
Dwarves, halflings, and
Halflings,
humans. Alright.
And half-elves as well.
Yeah,
So
the
half-elves
did
survived.
survive. The half-elves did survive, like Melanie.
And what was the queen again? Was
A
she?
human.
She was a human? Alright.
She's a human. And Doc's human too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Thaddeus will turn to the other two. And kind of let them know, be like, I'm gonna have to remain here for a bit. Obviously, I have things that need to be taken care of. Though, in in the following days, I would like to head down, start my journey after getting things set up here, to go and find the Dark Elven people, give them a home, and also bring more power to this country as a whole.
Yeah, you did want to bring them. I mean, admittedly, 70 people isn't enough for a whole country.
It's not.
You obviously know that, so I think that is a good idea.
Correct. Right now, the only thing that's probably letting us be seen as a country is our pact with Pendragosa, and the fact that the three of us stand here right now.
I think it's solely military power. There's nothing else. It's military power and obviously the land.
If I may interject. Kalizax,
Let's see. Yeah.
perhaps we could offer space to those who are stranded in the wastes that are their own hordes.
I have no qualms about it.
That's certainly an idea, as long as they're not.
God worshippers.
Well, I was gonna say as long as they weren't the pillagers that would plan to come steal and ransack what we have left.
We could offer them a home.
A home of military power might push them away from the idea of trying to steal what little we have.
Maybe. I mean, and admittedly, we do have little, so
Oh yes, this country is...
it probably would be foolish that they do that and not expect retribution.
Then I will have to talk about sending messages out to the waste.
And Dakith is like, after I take over the tribe, I'll have everyone move down here.
It's not far, admittedly.
With such forces bringing, with the Dark Elves, the Alderaanians, Raiders of the Waste, and the Goliaths, we would have a military force to be reckoned with.
We'd have an actual populace.
That as well. I see no problem with it.
Melanie nods.
That being said, I believe in the morning Kalizax and I should head up and... or at least be preparing to head up and get that dealt with.
I will be prepared for it.
And I wish you luck on your journey.
Beware of Riz. He's amongst us somewhere.
Yes.
In the Underdark. That's why I'm concerned about us. Concerned of us going there alone.
Well,
If we do not go together, even though they did not.
I will establish Bigby and Rudia taking care of things on my end here. With a short time, I think you, me, the Dark Elf, and Eno should be strong enough to at least make the trek.
We can go back the way we came. We know the way through there, admittedly. If you are gonna build a lift down the hole.
That's my point, yeah. If they build a lift, I guarantee by the time we get back, they could probably have it done. But before that, I think we should all take a night to ourselves.
And Dakith nods and he goes, we fought well, friends. See you in the morning.
Yeah. And Melanie will will bring Durnavir to
I'll just try to get Durnavir too. Whoops, forgot.
yes, we have Durnavir. It's fine.
Should have pointed at him too during the thing. My bad.
Well, I figured you gestured to everyone, so it works fine. But no. I suppose we will find houses to sleep in.
Well, I'm gonna see if there's a fucking bedroom in the castle still put together, not destroyed. Because you said the bottom floor.
Incorrect.
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 Is there like a surrounding wilderness around Crotavir?
Oh,
Yeah, there's the Starbound Wastes.
Yeah.
You just have to get, well, not around Crotavir, around the country.
Yes.
Well, like, is there any like a trees, like tree coverage, like forest or something within?
Outside of the country, yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just not outside the city.
Yeah, from my knowledge, it's a bit of a ways away before trees.
Yeah, Deck is probably gonna like I guess go to whatever.
There's
house he's staying in.
there's probably rooms. From my knowledge, the Crotavir household isn't completely shackled, right?
The Gravestone one?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
say Bravestone. I don't want to say Crotavir. So I mean, we could just go there.
Yeah, I guess Dakith and he's gonna have Calyxix come with him.
We can just bunk up.
Whoa.
The bunk beds.
Yeah, bro.
Stone-made bunk beds.
Are the beds actual stone?
I didn't think they were before,
Oh,
but
no,
now
they're
I'm
not.
going to be like, yeah.
Yeah, Dakith heads there.
I'm also going to head back
Some
to
sleepies.
the Bravestone.
Ready?
Does Melody do the same?
Oh wait, doing what?
Well,
Staying in Bravestone?
we're heading to like take the day to like sweep through it till the next morning. Was wondering if you're doing it as well.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, if that's the case. Yes.
We do that.
Yeah, we will do that. Yeah.
And as you gather your rest and such, all of you are staying in the Bravestone household?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
But like before Dakith goes to bed, he's gonna tie the thing he got like around this leg.
Mm-hmm.
If it fits.
Surely it fits around a single leg.
Yeah.
Are all of you staying in separate rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I would assume so, yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
In fact, I would now assume, given the current status of the country, most of the politically powerful people, which would be the godless Rudia, Kalazax, Bigby, and the dragons, probably are staying in the Bravestone household, just so they are all under the same roof.
Yeah, we'll just have a room in the Bravestone.
Imagine breaking into that house.
You would fucking lose.
On that note,
Oh, cool.
Thaddeus,
Yeah.
you are awakened to the sound of a click.
Well,
Oh, very
shit.
beloved.
Is it a gun?
It might be a gun.
It's a gun. Swing.
As he
Ask
opens-
questions later.
Is he as he wakes up? Or here's a question. If I'm woken up, do I have to immediately open my eyes?
You do not have to.
Could I pop a divine sense while my eyes are still closed?
Based game plan.
Going to
you
do-
will sense him if it is him.
I'm going to do that.
You are detecting not only an undead, but the presence of two of them,
Oh, fuck me.
and a celestial.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, so I can't do that. All right. I had a different idea that just went out the window.
Notably, none of them are at your bedside, but they are in the room.
Oh, they just exist. Oh, fuck me.
You wanna sit up in bed and breath weapon?
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think I'm gonna win if I do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
As he now slowly wakes up, I'm not gonna like react because clearly I know they were there, so I'm not gonna react in like a surprised manner. Instead, he's gonna sit up, very much acknowledging they're there.
Okay.
As you rise, you see the detection of one undead presence. Was the Buccaneer,
Yeah.
but the divine and the undead seem to be in the same location, around the same child,
Oh no.
the princess.
Oh shit.
What's she doing?
I was gonna say he has the kid. Oh fuck me.
What's
Oh,
He is,
He's so dead.
what's she doing?
she is just sitting there. She seems to be asleep, just leaned up against the wall.
He's gonna look at the Buccaneer. Given that you didn't kill me in my sleep, I assume you want something.
Astute. I want two things. One, to apologize, and two, diode.
I'm sorry to say that diode isn't really diode at the moment.
I'm aware.
What business do you have with her?
She needs to be released.
Be released?
She needs to be set in the wild. That's why she's going to cause problems for your kingdom.
I'm not necessarily forcing her to leave here. In fact, she's been more rebellious than anything since on the aptitude of getting to know her. So, she'll probably leave when she deems fit.
And you'll let her go when she does?
I don't think I could stop her if I wanted to.
But you don't want to?
I'm not saying that I'm not going to let her go. I'm not wanting to take away free will. That would be kind of hypocritical, don't you think?
Indeed. Then, the second thing, my apology. We got off on the wrong foot. A quick misunderstanding. But it seems now you comprehend that Reyes is an enemy.
It came to me afterwards, but yes.
I understand your stance on the gods is different than most. I can't say I'm as opposed to their existence as you are, but I find myself in an unfortunate position where we have more enemies than allies.
Yeah, I can sympathize with that.
On that note, I am being hunted by what I assume to be a god.
What gives you this impression?
The only reason I'm alive is arrogance. He has traveled through worlds to hunt me down.
Do you know who he is?
I do not. All I see is a radiant dawn following me. A dawn followed by a silver hammer. Oddly enough, sharpened like a stake.
That is peculiar.
But I hear ravings about an Apollo. And praise unto the light. Notably, it carries a choir with it. Not something I would ascribe to anything else.
If anything, that does definitely give off God vibes. I can understand your worry. So I'm guessing you're seeking some sort of refuge.
Not refuge, not here. Given your stance and your openness of it, he'll probably seek here too.
I can see that happening.
So consider it a warning more than anything. But I bear a truce. You've spoken with the Dead Three, and I am at least acquainted with them.
Yes, our situation and stance with them has improved.
Yes, I understand. With the advent of Reyes, I figure bringing this child back to you would be a token of goodwill.
And what if
Unfortunately, your other friend, the other vampire. He is no longer himself.
He's fully turned.
No. Reyes is using him as a puppet.
That's actually worse. I'd actually preferred the other one. They still in the Underdark?
Correct. As far as I remember. I haven't seen them anywhere else since. But I've lost track of Reyes. Having that bodyguard makes it difficult to keep track of them, but it managed to wrest the child from her grasp.
You have my thanks. It does complicate matters, though.
Indeed.
Tell me. What knowledge do you have of the gods of this world?
Very little. I know Reyes seeks to become one. I know Moradin is no longer with us. I know the body of Miracle is buried somewhere beneath the ground. So the rumor has it. Tiamat is gone. Bahamut is rumored. The Pantheons are dead. And dying.
Well, it does make the job of my stance a little easier, but it does raise a lot of questions. Because clearly I didn't get to them.
Perhaps it is a numbers game. How many of worshippers of Moradin passed recently?
That would be all of them.
Correct. So Moradin could no longer come about.
I had heard that was a way to get rid of the gods. It wasn't exactly the way I wanted to do it. But I was aware it was a way. And this god following you said he crossed worlds to find you.
Correct.
Just how many
I know
worlds?
why he's powerful without worshippers with him, but perhaps he's empowered at a distance.
We can't rule out anything yet. Where will you go?
I'm unsure. I'm still hunting Reyes, but unfortunately your friend is stronger than I.
You can't really keep battling that front with that one chasing from behind.
Correct. He might not be as smart or as cunning, but he hits harder.
Sometimes that's enough.
He doesn't seem to feel pain when he's pissed off. So, the bullets don't do much.
Tell me. Dune, I had heard from an ally of mine about a forge in the Underdark. Are you aware of it at all? A core.
This realm is flat. There's no core. You go until you stop, in which case you enter a different realm. Dig too far deep and you lose everything.
I had a theory about that.
Potentially there might be something that you seek down there somewhere, but it is rumored at best.
Right now, rumors are about all I got.
I see.
I can't keep relying on this and that. Definitely can't rely on this. And as he does that, he's pointing to the hammer and the crown. When Dio does go, I will let her do so freely. And I do thank you for bringing the child back. If for another reason, to make sure we have her within eyesight.
There is a slight complication with her returning.
Nothing's ever easy.
Rays, the sadistic creature they are. Use your friend to convert her.
Yes, I could tell.
As of now, I know of no cure for our condition.
We'll have to cross that bridge when it becomes more pertinent. Deal with it as it becomes a problem.
I would simply keep her away from meat.
That's fair.
Simply do not let her discover her taste for it. It is your best bet.
We will do our best to keep her away from such. What is your name, if I might ask?
My name is Samuel. Samuel Southwind.
Pleasure to meet you, Southwind. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I'm Thaddeus Bravestone. And as long as I rule here, you will be welcome.
I see. Was this some formality for vampires since you're used to dealing with us?
Not necessarily. You seem decent, despite being what you are.
You have yet to meet a bad one.
I've only heard stories about what they can do.
Indeed. And so far, the only ones you've ever met have been one decent and not of this world.
Correct. And I try to measure people based on their actions more than their words.
A good trait for a king. Unfortunate that it's not efficacious in a political environment.
I will, as a favor to you and thanks, I will look into the matter of what's chasing you. We'll also try to deal with at least Taz. Whether or not we can deal with Rays is beyond me.
I can only advise to you that you keep your tongue sharp and your head down when dealing with those above you.
Noted.
And you see him dematerialize into mist, kind of bleeding out through the door.
And as he does that, he's gonna look over at the girl. And he's just gonna lift her up, put her onto the bed, put the blanket around her, and he's gonna take her spot in the corner and finish his rest there.
Alrighty. And then all of you come to the next day.
Brilliant.
Based.
Thaddeus will probably start off the day by informing him of the shit that happened. Feels apt. Grabbing the other members of the Godless. Melanie, Dakith.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna open the door up, revealing the girl.
What the hell happened?
Fucking Taz is here?
No,
Yo, Taz!
Taz is not here, and we now have a problem.
What do you mean?
A lot was revealed to me last night. I figured to wait until after you guys had regained your strength before putting it onto your plate as well. Reyes, we now have confirmed to be a party we should operate against, has control of Taz. And he has managed to... they have managed to get a lock on him as a bodyguard, almost a force against, for their own will. I met with the other vampire last night. You seem very decent. And he probably would have stayed longer if it weren't for the fact that he's being hunted. And we'll have to deal with that at its own time. I still make plans to go down to the Underdark to grab the Dark Elves. But from what I understand, Reyes and Taz are down there. Which means there's an active threat if we go down that we have to keep an eye out for. Also, she's a vampire now, so keep blood, meat away from her.
Jesus. So Taz is gone and an enemy, and Reyes is now an enemy as well.
Correct. And I'm not sure how to heal her from her vampiric curse. Additionally, I'm not sure what kind of control they have over Taz. If it's strong enough to make him act against his will, then we have to be ready for the worst.
Melanie sort of like thinks like we can take her to Doc and see. Did he say how long she's had it?
He did not mention, only that during their time down there, Reyes had forced Taz to turn her into this. She's very powerful, licensed celestial and undead abilities within her now.
And Melanie's gonna like move over to her. She's unconscious, right?
I would,
Yeah.
Melanie's gonna like pick her up genuinely. Like, I know she's on the bed, but she's gonna like hold her.
You hold him. Oh, what happened? Hello? My stuff breaking on me? Weird. I can still broadcasting. Why is it not connecting? Guys there?
Guys?
Oh. Alright. Nope, we're here.
Right.
Weird. It didn't.
We're good?
Yeah, weird thing is like it didn't. The internet didn't crash because it was still streaming. So I don't know why.
Yes.
We fucking couldn't hear you guys. What did
Discord just biffed it.
What did you say?
Melanie was like, we really didn't have any other choice, at least not a good one. And picked up the child, like looking very like remorseful.
Beckett like walks over to Melanie and is like, all we can do now is make up for the wrong choice we made.
Yeah, makes sense. That's why I want to go to. We'll take her to Doc and see if he has any. If he knows any cures for vampirism in his world. Like, also, one thing, DM. I am going to check for a pulse on her. Does she have one?
She does.
She does.
Oh, it's
still?
faint.
It's faint. She has it. Okay. Yeah. she's still alive right now. And even
The
if
guess. It's the celestialness battling that. Those two things don't usually mix.
they don't, and it, fuck, it could kill her. It could very well just kill her. It might not even make her a vampire. She might die.
Well, that really depends on what kind of celestial she is, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but I'm not taking that fucking risk.
Well, I'm not saying we take the risk at all.
Yeah. Yeah, just... Yeah. I'm saying what time is it at this point? Is it like properly daytime?
Yes.
It's Mormon.
Then Melanie's gonna look. It's like I'm taking her. Y'all can come if you want, but I'm going to do that now. And she's gonna walk very quickly out. Go and try and find Doc.
I think for the sake of him not being by himself, Dakith will probably stay with the Kid
Thaddeus.
Dragon.
Oh, with Durnavir, that's fair.
Yeah.
Thaddeus will make his way with Melanie just because his more immediate need to go down to the Underdark he'll probably need this knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
We are going to find a Doc right now.
Comprehended.
Can you
as he is-
comprehend it?
Can you
You're
fucking
so right.
comprehend it?
As he is mostly kind of going about instructing recovery efforts and shit, making sure people aren't overexerting themselves. Though bit of a worried look on his face.
Let's see. Doc, can you afford to get away for a quick second?
Yeah, what's up?
The kid, she got bitten.
Bitten? What do you mean?
She has vampirism running through her. Doc, I want to know if there's anything you can do.
To cure that, I couldn't cure Taz.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you'd found some way to do it before death, I guess.
No. The only kind of interaction was Taz.
I mean, there's always one more person you can ask. Baby has not yet come back, right?
Correct.
Well, yeah, we use him, man. He's gonna contact Baby like, Bigby.
Sir?
Just two quick things. I'm checking in to see your progress on making deals with Pendragosa.
He is having trouble articulating his sentences, undergoing surgery.
Fair enough. Secondly, do you know anything about vampirism?
Some forms.
The celestial child has been infected with vampirism. I need to know if there's any way we can remove it, or even a chance.
I may be able to mitigate the symptoms.
If you could.
Understood.
Thaddeus is gonna look to Melanie.
Oh.
Bigby doesn't really know how to remove it, but he says he can possibly mitigate the symptoms. It's a start.
It's better she lives than dies. I'd like to know the consequences before he does it. I
He's not here yet, so
yeah.
when he gets around to it.
Melanie Lucas could keep going, Doc. If you need help, just ask. We'll deal with
Okay.
this first.
Gotcha.
He seems like stressed, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Given that we are waiting for Bigby to see what the qualms of that deal are, Thaddeus is going to ask Doc, what does have you on edge?
Just my people were very heavily religious, so a lot of faith is put to the gods, and they're still coming to terms with that.
It was a fair
They
transition.
have just given up everything, and then they're told to give up the one last thing they had.
Melanie kind of like frowns with that. And is
I understand your people's grievances. Things usually get darkest before they're dawn. And I want you to know, as dark as it seems right now, they will be better.
Indeed.
no offense. If the world gets good enough to where there are gods worthy of people's trusts, then maybe someday you'll get that back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Like she looks at Thaddeus a little uncertainly, but like kind of like giving the compromise.
He doesn't make an answer.
That's fair. Okay.
We will see.
Yeah. And we will like give him Melanie at least will give him space after like let him do his thing.
Well, Daketh,
Yes.
you and Kalazax have begun already traveling.
Yeah, we probably left already.
Alright.
I
I guess
assume you took
because-
it because you could. The carriage that we had originally is totally yours to take.
Yeah.
Okay, based. Fuck, but I don't know if if I wanted to leave the kid dragon or not by itself, but I guess
Yeah.
it's fine.
And Melanie will stay with him.
Yeah, so I guess they took off.
Here's something I want to. So, for everyone to add a character real quick for our plans now, given that the girl, which was Melanie's biggest thing for going down there, is now at least here, do we want to even immediately head down to the Underdark, or do we want to wait until everyone converges back again after some stuff? Because
I think-
fighting Taz is a different story.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I think we want to wait longer, given
Because then we could probably
because-
get some training in, maybe get some other stuff. You know,
To be fair, it's probably best for Taz to come to us because he's at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
True. If it's
we're on
underground.
the surface, yeah. If we're on the surface, it's better for us. Even if it is nighttime, it's
well, yeah, because we can
far
take these
better.
months to maybe get some fucking fighting styles or train for stuff in character, get stronger before having to fight the actual vampire
exactly. Yeah.
and his backing demigod bullshit.
Yeah.
I guess
his construct slaver, basically.
Yeah, that's because now the tables have turned wildly.
On that front, yes. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess with Red saying that, I guess they left and they're riding in the carriage.
That's fair.
Alrighty.
Keep the zoomies, you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is good travel music for the carriage bros.
It is. Because Kalizax is definitely uncertain of a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That kid's probably just gonna ask him, like, is everything okay?
There's a lot more responsibility than I'm used to having, given that Thaddeus seemed to gesture at me leading part of this. I think. I don't know. I didn't clarify. Also, pretty sure I just got replaced. Alvarian's probably working with Ruby, and I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Avarian's definitely working with Ruby, but as far as you being replaced, Ruby's a piece of shit anyway, so...
I get that. The
you
problem
score-
is the authority that my position had.
What exactly was your position? What
I led
authority?
cultists. I was a clergyman who could be on the battlefield.
Yeah, that does suck.
So if that is his position now, Alvarian can reach a lot more people quickly. Much more fast than I ever could.
I'll have to deal with Ruby soon enough, because Tiamat coming is going to be a disaster. But as far as the others were concerned, I believe when we get back from handling what I have to handle, we're going to go see Avarian and figure out what's going on.
Yes.
And what did he say about Thaddeus again? I didn't really hear that part.
That he might have been. He feels like he might have just gotten implicitly promoted by Thaddeus. Give Thaddeus gestured at the ones around him to lead the kingdom.
He was.
Yeah, and Daket's going to touch on that. As far as Thaddeus promoting you, you helped us in aiding his wars, so of course you're promoted. You fought by our side and we won. I mean, there's not much more to that story.
I was a clergyman. Something notably opposed.
Yeah, this is fair. Damn, Dakets is really bad at, like, helping people with their feelings.
That's in character. You've never dealt
Yeah,
with
it's
being
in character. It's in
emotionally
character. So, like, I'm
It's
thinking,
like,
like, what would
Dakis
Dakets say to, like, give a fuck?
Pat
like-
him on the
Yeah,
back.
how,
Yeah, you'll
how
get
how
through it,
would
champ.
he express that he cares?
You want,
Yeah.
you want to talk about your feelings, Dan? Nah, I do. I know David. I'm sad. I know David.
Yeah, Dakets is good. He's just gonna be like, well, it's, you know, we'll just keep fighting, bud. And, like, tap him on his back, like, awkwardly.
That is appropriately.
Yup.
It's appropriately awkward. I love it. The bud really sells it.
Okay, with that, Daketh, you have some changes to your character sheet.
Oh, really?
Correct.
Oh, shit. Fucking based.
You comprehend how it works, right?
Yeah, I just use a giant smite for it.
Cool. For the first one. The second part, it's 2 uses of Giant Smite.
Holy shit.
He's reading it finally.
Holy shit, Kevin. Okay, based. Okay.
And now you get it.
That was the appropriate
Yeah.
response. Holy shit, Kevin. It's that fucking speed bump in his brain.
Of course, phenomenal bit. When as you begin your travels upward,
Yeah.
then Melanie. Damn it, Melanie's dead.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Fuck, man. Now we only have
Oh.
two godless.
What's up?
What are you up to?
Okay. Well, I suppose it would be the idea of still like waiting, and keeping tabs on her pulse while we get our silly little guy here to help her.
Lord of Darkness, Keeper of Lies.
Yeah, Lord of Darkness, silly little guy.
Just the silly little guy.
Yes.
Think about Durnavir or fucking
No,
Big
I'm
B?
talking about Big
Lord
B.
of Darkness,
I'm calling-
the Black
I'm calling
Flame.
him-
It does take a
Calling
bit, but
Big
Big B does emerge from the darkness.
Calling Big B a silly little guy is far more appropriate than calling Durnavir one.
Because it's less accurate.
Because it's
Yeah,
not
yes,
only
yes,
is he not
because
silly,
it's far less
he's
accurate.
I
huge.
see.
But no. Genuinely, like Melody will like wait and then kind of like look between Thaddeus and him. Like once he's coming, he's like, I assume she still does have a pulse by the time he arrives, right?
Correct.
Okay, he's like, what can you do? Like, looks to like Thaddeus.
All him, all you and him. Big B.
Well, let's see. And he kind of like reaches his hands out, like it almost like claws them. And as he kind of like places his hand on the child's chest, you see like shadows kind of come out of it and begin wrapping around.
Like he's extracting them.
No, like he's producing them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And you see as these shadows begin coming out and wrapping around, they almost tie around the child and like compress against her. And then they like almost dissipate into her skin. She
will-
is protected now.
Okay. We need to keep her safe until she can at least deal with this. Kind of like it looks and says,
You
"How
understand
long
that she's
will-"
something supernatural already, yes?
Yes. I
Before
get
the
that.
vampirism.
But you don't mix this type of shit. I feel like you
Unfortunately,
should understand that.
I do.
It's like putting oil and water with each other and trying.
Melanie,
Yeah.
I have lived much longer than you. I have seen worse things than you. I've seen worse things than this child that she was going through. I understand. Unfortunately, the solutions are not as simple as traditional medicine. The child will remain a vampire. There's nothing I can do about that. It is not a disease. It is not even a curse. It's now a form of existence. She is a new creature. However, I can protect her from the light and the water.
If you're able, then that would be appreciated.
As is the
What
blessing.
cost?
There is no cost to this. It's just something I can simply do.
Okay.
I am not a creature of light. I exist to bring about the dark. And that is what I shall do. It shall protect her. It shall protect you from her. Should she lash out, should her vampirism give way to her emotions, she will no longer be a problem. But until then, while she remains safe and sober, she will be protected. I have one duty, and that is to protect the Brave Stones. That I will do. This is simply part of that duty. The price for it was paid long ago. Now, I must continue my negotiations with Pendriosa. I need to be there for 3 weeks. I do see him fall into the shadow.
There's a lot to digest there.
Yeah, Melanie still looks like very like she is scowling still.
You in a bad mood?
Yeah, it's like your butler's an ass, Thaddeus.
Not much we can do about that. We should at least be thankful that he was able to help at all.
Yeah.
Sadly, he's not wrong. He may have been blunt about it. But neither of us contain the information, and if he doesn't have the information on how to revert her, or how to change her in any way...
Probably no one does.
Correct.
If she's a new thing, no one knows.
All we can do is operate to make sure that nothing happens. Walk on eggshells around her, make sure we don't expose her to blood and meat. We cannot do that forever. The longer we can, the better. The problem comes with her lifespan. I think that you and I, during our times, can easily... I, at least during my time, can easily keep her away from such things. There'll be a time where I will pass, where Dakith may leave, and maybe just you keeping a watch over her.
As I had protected her before. That is you hear in your head.
Oh.
He's gonna look a bit startled. And then followed by confused. And he's gonna go back to Melanie and be like, I think what we need to do now is just keep her at arm's length. Keep her out of danger, though.
Can't hold her like that forever. I get that. Even if we do live, even if I do find some way to live forever, for as long as I can, I doubt that that's the issue, Thaddeus. She's a person. She's going to be a teenager, and you know exactly what that means. She's gonna want to do the things that we stop her from doing. We need to prepare her and to not let her fall into her vampirism. And that's it.
Luckily,
The only thing.
It'll take her a longer time than it would take you or me to reach that state.
Hopefully.
This gives us time. And we will have to deal with these problems as they come about. But I trust you.
Oh. I'm glad. like she sort of like shivers, like still like holding her now.
Thaddeus is gonna look at her and be like, I'm going to leave you with her for now. I must go talk with the Dark Elf. We should delay our movement down to the Underdark. For the time being.
Yeah.
Wait until Dakif and Kalazax get back. Until then, I'd like to train with him. And work on strengthening this country.
I'll work with these two. I may ask that you come over sometimes. Maybe give me some study material, I guess. Certain things written in Dwarvish for my sake.
I'm sure I can make time between nights.
No. I think if you can make that work, then we'll be fine. I'll work with her and Guinevere, and
Thaddeus is also gonna look at her like, as an added measure of protection, and he's gonna snap his fingers and summon thunder.
oh damn, silly elk man.
Silly elk boy with ram horns.
Yeah.
Yeah. God,
And
what
he's
is
gonna just telepathically speak with him and be like, I can't be around them every day, so if something should happen, our telepathic range should be enough for you to let me know if anything goes on. Just keep an eye on them.
Understood.
And then Thaddeus is gonna take his leave and go look for the elf whose name I've already forgotten.
this rage? But no, okay. I mean, the thing is, I guess
Alrighty.
I guess we are still staying like Bravestone Manor technically, so I guess she will just take her back. I guess
It's Bravestone Motel.
Bravestone Motel moment, yeah. As much as Melanie is like considering like living amongst the people at this point,
It is easily the
I guess she
safest place in the entire.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. I will say Melanie's more scared of the message it'll like bring across than anything genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea of them staying in there.
To who?
To who?
Who are you bringing this idea to?
Oh no, I'm not bringing the no. I'm saying no. This is an out of character comment about Melody's kind of like a little bit hesitant about staying in the Bravestone Manor because simply of the idea of separating themselves from the people,
Mm-hmm.
like metaphorically and like physically in that sense, and like sending that message across to the Alderaanians. That's a very much a her thought. That's a
It's an apt thought to have.
it is, but she
There are arguments that can be made on both ends of staying in what is technically a nice
a
place.
stronghold versus like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she will like set up stuff in a room and lay her down like in bed.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
And obviously check on like Durnavir, presumably, because oddly enough, like I feel like Durnavir and her would have been in the same room,
Mm-hmm.
probably,
Yeah.
just due to the way things were going. And now she's gonna have the room with the two others with her as well.
Right. All the children.
Yeah, with the children. Yeah. Minus Diet, obviously.
There are probably now enough rooms too, should you want to give them, because my family is presumably dead. So
What did they say they died?
Bigby kind of made a comment that inferred such.
I didn't remember if Bigby had or not. Okay.
Yeah, he made a comment about, because Thaddeus asked if there was any other people, and he said regarding it, besides the ones you saved, and they are all but gone. And remember, Moradin's dead now, which was also equated to being because all the Moradins are gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there are 2 child rooms, as well as the
Yeah,
2.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Melanie will let them stay with her for the moment because she wants to like
Keep an eye on them.
yeah she wants to like stay with them and be able to talk to them and that kind of deal. I can elaborate on the nuances of that in her parenting style later, but just be aware she is taking care of them.
Mm-hmm. Based in Pottersfield.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll cap this off with Melanie's stuff, and then next session will be Thaddeus, and then the session after that will be Dakith's journey.
Gotcha.
Brindle?
Yep.
Cool. Since I guess it's still not technically downtime yet, since you guys are still like actively adventuring.
Yeah, no, there's still like things that are happening.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
The way
like,
we thought about it, with given Dakif's thing, was kind of like that's part of the downtime. It's like a downtime. They're doing separate things during it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not just sitting down. And sadly, these things don't just take the form of, oh, you do this, that, and this.
Yeah, exactly. There's too many actual plot relevant things they want to do. Is the thing.
So it's still downtime. It's just lesser.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just we're using some of it to actively do shit, which I think makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, it shit doesn't exactly correlate with the actual storyline, but it's the
Notably, there's not once a few things are done, Thaddeus won't have more to do. It'll probably just be like, oh, he trains to do this, trains to do that, trains to do that.
Yeah, because the main things we have, quite genuinely, are this, trying to commune with a Virian, and then potentially the Underdark stuff, which we may not even do yet quite fairly until the year passes.
During the year, I'm definitely at some point going down.
You do want to go down. Yeah, you may go down, and we may.
Whether
we
or
may
not
do
that's
that.
to go look for Taz, definitely not.
Yeah, it's gonna be to look for, like, to get the Dark Elves.
To look for them, and
drow.
apparently look for the rumor.
The drow in the heated bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty. So then, Melanie's plan for today, is that all?
Yeah, Melanie's plan is keeping an eye on her, and Durnavir. I will say she'll attempt to acquire some things, because there is a lot of metal in Crotavir.
Yes.
Although there is not metal that she is used to for these things, she will acquire materials essentially to remake something like her workstation at home.
We definitely have
Not-
stuff.
Yeah. I'm just kind of hand waving that because I assume there was things that she can
yeah,
either.
Additionally,
She
with
can,
relatively
she
simple.
can either use fire to turn them into what she wants, or just things that work as substitutes.
and not just that, with the other artisans hopefully coming over as well, those will present themselves as well.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
That
It is-
hobgoblin tools as well, that she'll be able to do this.
It is relatively simple to assign or to get pieces for the stuff. Rather than making the full bench itself, you can at least get a rudimentary copy of it.
Yes, that's the plan on this day. She'll end up doing that. I assume she doesn't wake up for the entire day, does she?
The entire day. What?
The girl.
I mean
Oh, the child? Correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Okay. Then, yeah, she'll make sure to get she'll get Durna her food. She'll make conversation with him, and he's a sentient being. So she will actually if he does show any interest, she will like play a types of games with him,
Mhm.
like because fuck, how boring would it be for him otherwise?
He is like almost instinctually cleaning.
Yeah, oh, he is. Okay, I see.
So it begin.
Yeah, so it begin. yeah, there we go. Yeah, but she'll try and like she'll gauge his interest with that, and then she'll set up the workbench. And that would probably take up the majority of her day, like just taking care of him and setting up the workbench, maybe checking in on Doc a few times, potentially like for a couple hours helping him with the effort down there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably about it for just this day. Genuinely.
Alrighty. Then that is where we will cap off the second half of the session.
Neato.
But
No, no.
we got a session done. It took 2 weeks.
Took 2 weeks.
And yep. When the next time we come about, we will actually get some things done
Yeah, baby.
without, the advent of internet problems.
I know.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
So next session, I assume, are we starting with Melanie stuff?
No, we're starting with Thaddeus.
We're gonna go with Thaddeus. Gotcha. All right.
And admittedly, a lot of things will be intertwined. So some things.
That's
will
my
not
point, yeah.
be-
He'll probably
not
have
everything will be able to be resolved with solo sessions for each thing, but there will
Yeah.
be
well, especially with
things
these,
that will
especially
warrant
with these
solo
two.
sessions. Yeah.
I would
Mhm.
assume.
Thaddeus has probably the most solo things besides Dak.
And here,
Like,
I'll stop the stream here. That way we don't spoil it for them real quick.
Mhm.
Thank you all for
Yeah,
tuning
no.
in
Tune in next week to see what the fuck happens in the next year.
on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.